Yo, what's good, family? It's your boy Slice. Welcome to a Slice of Anime. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining why Boruto TBV Ch. Chapter 24 was actually the most important chapter of all 24 chapters we have received in this iteration of the series. Before I dive into today's video though, family, take 1 second if you have not done so already. Consider hitting that subscribe button for your boy. We are so close to that 100 subscriber giveaway and 100 subscriber goal. So if you want to help contribute to that and help support the channel, do a solid for your boy Slice. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for the notice so you get all notifications about anything from your boy Slice. Hit the like button, drop a comment, and share the video. So, man, we can go ahead and dive into it. Let's get it. All right, so we might as well start the video with just a quick refresher of what exactly happened in this chapter. So the chapter begins with a flashback of Boruto and Kawaki. Remember I stated that in the leak video. Bro, my leak videos have been falling off. Can y'all tap in, bro? I was 3 days early, bro. How did y'all not click that? Come on, bro. Y'all ain't rocking with Slice no more, man. You don't gotta tell me twice. I see it. Say no. But yeah, man, check out them leak videos, bro. Sub up. I had them 3 days early, bro, before all the big content creators. What y'all doing, bro? Wake up. Stepping back into the chapter, though. So Boruto and Kawaki's discussion involved a plan. And I actually like the chronological sequence of events in regards to this plan in the chapter. Because literally, as soon as Boruto states the plan to Kawaki, it makes sense. Because they literally follow up with the plan, and now you understand what they were there to do. So originally, last chapter, it almost looked along the lines as if Kawaki was going to try to take Juro out by himself. And it seemed possible until this chapter came out. And honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I knew Juro was powerful, and I knew No Limiter Kawaki was powerful. But to see that No Limiter Kawaki pretty much had no effect on Juro. Even though, yeah, he did a decent amount of damage. He wounded him the most he's ever been wounded in the series. But to see that he just had that instant heal, divine tree treatment, and Madara once had that as well. So it's not something new. It's not, an ass pull. It's not a plot twist. That's been used before. So, wow, bro. Juro is OP. But back into the story. I'm a little bit out of order. So Boruto and Kawaki's plan was for Kawaki to pull up and actually be a distraction to Juro. They were not trying to or intending to defeat him at that given moment. So that may have swayed us all the wrong way in the beginning. But, pretty much Kawaki confirms it during the fight, which is cool. I like that sequence. So, a lot of these little cutscenes, a lot of these panels of the manga, I can't wait to see them animated. Because I can just imagine them animated, but let's not even start talking about Boruto in animation. That is just, yeah. Moving forward, we see Kawaki absolutely trash Juro, bro. It's crazy. I mean, the bow staff blowing up his midsection. Like I said, all these were covered in the last video, but these are just the visuals. You know what I mean? Kawaki just giving it to Juro. No Diddy, all oil, no oil. I don't know, bro. Kawaki is just, it was bad, bro. Yeah, that beatdown was bad. It was brutal. But what was worse was Juro bringing out the book. And he started talking to Kawaki. This was skipped over in my leak video, so I'll elaborate this a little bit more. So once again, the importance of this chapter is it establishes quite a few things in the continuity of omnipotence and just in regards to Boruto TBV in general. Juro refers to Kawaki as Kawaki Uzumaki. So the one thing that I noticed is that immediately pretty much confirms that the Shinju are also affected by omnipotence. As we get deeper into the dialogue between Juro and Kawaki, though, Juro is actually able to deduce something. And he was able to deduce it based off of emotion. Specifically one emotion. The one that he's been studying this entire time. Love. Juro breaks it down in a chronological order as well, reiterating the sequence that he saw said actions all come to the same conclusion. Let's start with Inojin. Inojin was in a fight with Juro. That alone, we already know that was a 1,000,000% odd chance. There was no way that Inojin would have been able to hold his own against Juro. Juro knew that, Inojin knew that, the rest of the team knew that, the rest of the Shinju knew that. But his love for Himawari, it pushed him to a point to where he was actually at least able to fight back with no regrets, no disregard for anything. And when he utterly sacrificed himself for Himawari out of love, that same love was then reciprocated by Himawari herself, allowing her to tap into Kurama, the newly found Kurama, and the newly found Kurama's attachment to Himawari was now, her latent power was now unleashed like Gohan. As we see Sumire looking through Kawaki's eyes along with Armado, Jura then brings up Sarada's power-up, which Sumire was obviously 1000% unaware of. And they're also still building some hype between a potential fight. Between a potential fight of Sumire and Sarada. I'm calling it now, bro. They're gonna fight over Boruto, who loves Boruto the most. A lot of the values and a lot of the lessons, a lot of the disagreements and a lot of the misunderstandings in Boruto TBV, it's truly all love-centered. And if you can't see that, I'm going to hope that you can see that by the end of this video. I'm going to try to help you to see it, man. But it's all literally right there in our face. And it's written and executed so beautifully, man. I'm telling you, I've never wanted a story to hurry up, but then also take its time as well. It's just very... I'm really in a tough spot here. But since we're on the topic of tough spots, Jura has possibly just pinned Kawaki in the toughest position that he has been in since Ishiki/Jigen was alive. So not only does Jura reveal that he's been researching love, and he brings up his initial conclusion that it's a fatal weakness of humans. But now, after piecing together everything and after seeing Kawaki's power up as well, he has now completely came to the new verdict and conclusion that love can also be a great strength. It can also motivate one to tap into latent powers that one would never know that they had until pushed to that limit. Till that said, love is either at fear or at risk for any purpose. Jura then asks Kawaki, "What's your opinion on love?" Now, you already know Kawaki's not into any of that emotional things. And Kawaki's love... Kawaki has a toxic love for Naruto. He's pretty much the only one that he loves, Naruto and Himawari. And he has a toxic love for the both of them. Because his love is out of control, Kawaki feels as if that showing his love by placing Naruto and Himawari in the Daikokoten is his biggest way of expressing his love and protecting them. But that's toxic, bro. That's not true love. That has negative emotions behind it. That is fear behind it. You know what I mean? Like, that's not pure, beautiful love. Love means sacrifices. But if we want to look at it between Kawaki's point of view, he is sacrificing something. He's sacrificing a lot. He's sacrificing Boruto, his brother. He's sacrificing his own brother just to protect Naruto. But like we said, bro, let's just continue getting deeper into the philosophical battle of love we have in the story at the moment. Jura reveals that he never thought that Kawaki would come to Boruto's rescue in the battle, which once again shows the intellect of Boruto's plan, and once again shows the intellect of Boruto in general. The young lord, always one up, always 4 steps ahead, man. He is truly the GOAT. Now, what I would like to know is how, in fact, Jura knew this information. This bit of information that Jura knew, it concerns me just a tad bit. Jura reveals that to his knowledge, the only thing that Kawaki was truly supposed to care about and or love was Naruto Uzumaki. How would he know that? Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think. How does Jura know that, bro? There's no way he knows that. But the minute he brought up Naruto Uzumaki, there was a look in Kawaki's eyes. It's like a side glare almost, like a concerned look. Like he was worried that this monster could possibly get his hands on Naruto or wanted to. Jura even gives Kawaki a backstory, just a tad bit. Jura states that when he was walking through the village, he was actually looking for Naruto Uzumaki so he could devour him. But while he was strolling through the village, he heard word that Naruto Uzumaki had passed away, and he was saddened to hear it. But that glare, that look that Kawaki gave Jura, was all that Jura needed. That was all the evidence he needed to put 2 and 2 together to realize Naruto Uzumaki's still alive. And I can tell just by that look you gave me. The intellect of Jura and the other Shinju is crazy right now. It's just like almost Every couple chapters, they seem to just exponentially rise in level of intellect. And that's honestly scary, man. Because later in the chapter, you'll see there's a Shinju that's coming up. And yo, I'm scared to see what that one's gonna do, honestly. But back to the conversation between Juro and Kawaki, let's not forget that Sumire and Amato are currently watching this whole entire dialogue / battle through Kawaki's eyes. So now there are more people who truly know that Naruto Uzumaki is alive and that Kawaki lied about it. But mind you, only Amado is affected by omnipotence. Sumire is not affected by omnipotence. Therefore, Amado now knows something else. Amado is also now just a bit more dangerous than before. Now, he's been a bit quiet in the series. The last thing he did was just obviously unleash Kawaki's limiters. He took them off. But that's about it, man. So, we don't truly know what Amado can do with this information, but he low-key, high-key has a trump card over Kawaki now. We also don't know what Sumire can do with this information. Now that Sumire knows this information, she may try to get this information out. And honestly, this is just my theories coming out. Sumire might put herself on the target for Kawaki to now go after. Because I feel as if out of her toxic love for Boruto, out of her connection for Boruto, out of her willingness to protect Boruto at any means, all out of love, it's gonna cause her to do something out of whack. And I'm clipping this right now, I'm documenting this right now because if / when it happens, I'm going to flex every bit I can. Sumire may use that information against Kawaki to try to defend Boruto. And Kawaki might want to try to take her out. So that's something we should take note of. So remember, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up this video. The last thing I wanted to cover, there's something to take note of. And after Juro and Kawaki's interaction, Juro actually seems to be quite fond of Kawaki. Now, thinking from Juro's point of view, and he's trying to grasp or understand the overall concept of love. And Kawaki's love is quite twisted and complicated. Obviously, Juro would be attracted to such a specimen, such a being, such a confused, yet intellectual mind, but not so intellectual. Kawaki doubles down that he shall be the one to single-handedly kill Juro with his hands. And Juro says, I look forward to seeing you again. And we see Kawaki give Juro the bird. And that honestly may have been the best ending to a volume and a new gen manga in a while. New gen manga chapter. But let me know what you thought about the chapter. I made a bunch of points and I definitely was cooking with that Sumire versus Kawaki. I foresee it, man. I tapped into my keys and I see it. So you figured, dummy, drop a comment. Let me know what you think down below. If you're new to the channel, you made it all the way to the end of the video, drop a number 3 in the comments down below, signifying that you made it to the end of the video and that in fact makes you eligible for the 100 subscriber giveaway that we will be having when we reach our goal. And boy, we are so close, I can smell it. But either way though, man, it has been your boy Slice. Just remember, once again, do me one more solid, like the video if you like the video, drop a comment and share. Peace.